Yes, can hear you beautifully. How's it going?
It's good here. It's just a bit hot already here in the Philippines because it's summer, and my city
Oh
is the
yeah.
hottest place in the Philippines. Actually, it's 53 degrees Celsius here. So,
Oh wow. Okay. That is hot. So, all right,
yeah.
let's start. Let's keep this energy rolling. I'm going to start right now. Okay.
All right.
All right, cool. Hey guys, we got a great episode coming up for you today. I'm here with another fruitful English teacher. His name is Jesse. How you doing today, Jesse?
Hi, Jack. Hi, everyone. Thank you for
It is
joining
nice to
us.
have. Yeah, it's cool to be here with you. Just in case not everyone knows about you, Jesse, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from? Just a little bit. Let us know a little bit about you.
Yeah, sure. I'm Jesse from the Philippines. I live in the northern part of the Philippines. And I've been with Fruitful English for almost a year now. I've been teaching English online, by the way, for almost 6 years already. So, yeah.
Okay, and one thing I like to ask is, what is one thing you wish you could tell all your students that you think might help them be better English speakers or learners?
Well, sure. The number one thing that I would always want them to have is the motivation, because when you lose the motivation, then it's going to be so difficult for you. So, on our first lessons, I always ask them, why do you want to learn English? Because some of them just do it because they have to. But they should learn English because they want to. They need to get over the level or the stage where they just have to learn it.
That is a good stuff. Good motivation is always the key, and I think you can tell the more you teach people, the more you can tell. The stronger the motivation, the longer you tend to stick with stuff. So that is a good thing there
Right.
from Jesse. But as we always do in this show, we're going to talk about a topic, interesting topic, hopefully for you all out there. And today we got one that is called social media addiction. So just to start us off here, Jesse, what is your definition of social media addiction?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So like dependent for me is a good starting point, but I also think that there's different levels of that, right? Like
Yeah.
when do you think it becomes a problem?
It's going to be a concern when you're already feeling some increased isolation and loneliness when you could not open your social media account. It's going to be also causing you some self-esteem or low self-esteem, which will be promoted by incorrect perceptions that others' lives are better than yours. Everyone posts the best things in social media, and you just can't stop comparing yourself to it. And then it feeds, it grows, and then later on, you get addicted. Your
That's for
self-esteem
sure.
gets, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I think the biggest thing that people need to avoid is trying to compare. Obviously, that's for all of life, not just social media, but comparing yourself to others in other situations is always a little bit dangerous. Yes, yes. And that's, I think kind of the cell phone is really what caused this problem because now we all have computers in our hands, really. And I think it's a global problem, but as you are living in the Philippines, I want to ask you, how are things there when you're on the train? Is it just everyone's using their phone or how is it like there?
Well, yeah. Actually, it's not just me, but I've read twice already that Philippines has been tagged as a scroll down nation. It's one of the countries which is tagged as one of the most addicted countries to social media. They even said, if I remember it correctly, like an average Filipino will spend a span of 11.6 years on social media in your whole lifetime. So
Wow.
yeah, it's also a sad picture whenever I go to restaurants and to places where you usually get together with your families and friends. Everyone is just glued to their screens. So
Yeah,
it's a sad picture.
that's the bad one. Yeah, I think that's becoming more and more common as well. And also, I want to ask you: living in America. I lived in Japan a long time. In America, we got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got TikTok is becoming really hot now. Japan, of course, adds Line to that. It's really popular social media way to chat, and TikTok has become really popular over there. What about in the Philippines? What are kind of the main social media that are used? It's just interesting that there's so much English around. I know there's a lot of English around in the Philippines, but not people don't Filipino people don't use it amongst themselves. Right. That's interesting. That's really cool. Really fascinating. Definitely, I think I'll stop that talk now because maybe we could do a future episode about that kind of differences and maybe some things Japan can learn from that to improve their Japanese skills. But all right, Jesse, I think I'm going to let you go on that note, though. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Okay,
talking a little bit about social media. It was a lot of fun. And anyone out there, please look up, interested in learning more about Jesse. You can find him on the Fruitful English website. Search for Jesse and you can find him. Jesse, maybe we'll talk to you again in the future, but thanks so much for your time.
Thanks a lot, James. Have a good time.